started out. Today we're making Uncle Nitty's wings and homemade barbecue sauce. So I've seasoned the wingettes evenly on each side, and I'm turning them over to do the same thing on the opposite side. Then I put them all in a Ziploc bag with just a little Uncle Nitty's harissa flavored olive oil. I'm going to zip up the bag and just make sure to coat all of the chicken evenly with the seasoning and the oil, and just making sure that it all gets in there really good. Give it all a good rub. Next, you want to melt a little butter in a pan. This is about 2 tablespoons of butter. And then I'm adding 1 small shallot that I've diced up. And I did not mention, but this is the base for the barbecue sauce that we're going to be making for the wings. So I'm seasoning this with some barbecue seasoning. I'm going to put the link down below where you can purchase this particular barbecue seasoning. If you don't want to purchase this one and you have your own, or you make your own, that's fine. But anyhow, it's just some barbecue seasoning that I'm using, and allowing that to cook just until you start to smell everything, and then adding 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar to that. Now this is cooking on a medium heat. Now I'm adding 1 cup of ketchup. And I'm going to stir this into the mixture until everything is well mixed together. And then I'm going to turn the heat down to low. Cover the pot and allow it to cook for about 10 minutes. Now here I have some Thai chilies and some Thai basil. I'm using the Thai chili to add heat, and I'm adding the Thai basil to add a sense of mintiness and sweetness to the sauce. And I shouldn't say mintiness. Thai basil doesn't have a really minty flavor, but that's the closest thing that I can compare it to at this moment. It just has a very, very unique flavor that is just going to go really, really well with the sweetness and the spice of this barbecue sauce. Now, it's been about 20 minutes since I've had this on low. So it was cooked for about 10 minutes. Then I added the Thai basil and the Thai chili to it and cooked it for another 10 minutes or so. And now we're getting ready to add the pineapple. Now, these are pineapples that I preserved last summer. If you have preserved pineapples, great. If not, you know what, honestly, I don't want to tell you to use a can of pineapples, but if that's what you have, then yes, use that. But I would say drain out all of the juice, because adding that water to this sauce would not give it a good consistency, or the consistency that you're looking for. Now, at this point, you can leave the sauce the way it is and serve it as a chutney. But I want to make an actual sauce out of it, so I'm putting it into the blender, and I'm going to blend it until smooth. Now that the sauce is done, I can get my flour together to batter the chicken. So pretty much, it's a basic chicken batter. I just use flour, a little bit of garlic powder, and voila. But while I'm at it, might as well add just a little bit of pink salt and also a little bit of that barbecue seasoning that I used earlier in the barbecue sauce. I'm going to put that in there as well. And then we're going to whisk all this together, and this will be our batter. And as you can see, I kind of made that up as I went. Use whatever batter you typically use when you're frying chicken, and it'll come out just as great, I promise. Now I'm going to take the chicken that's been marinating in that Ziploc bag, and I'm just going to pour that right into the flour and make sure that I coat all of the chicken evenly with the flour. Once again, if you were fortunate enough to have a paper bag, throw your chicken in a paper bag with your flour and do it that way. Me, I'm going to do it this way only because I'm on the camera, but trust me, after this little segment here, I'm getting my hands in there to make sure that all this chicken is coated.
You didn't make me no chicken meat.
It's in here.
It is?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Looky.
This wash? Oh,
Yes,
never mind.
ma'am.
I'm sorry. I see that.
It's all good.
Sorry, man. They see my thighs? My thighs up in that little video?
No.
It's my
She
thighs.
really do be in here trying to show her little...
It's my
her little
thighs
skills. But
in
anywho,
there.
y'all get your...
Look, go ahead, Jack.
and
No,
your
come on,
little- and
show
your
him
little
your
skillet,
work.
whatever skill
Show him
you
your work.
use in your fry
You
daddy, your
cut that so
cast iron, your whatever it may be. Get your grease up to 350 degrees and start frying your chicken. Y'all know how to fry chicken, right? Y'all know how to fry chicken. I ain't got to talk you all the way through. Let's put a little bit of music on. Or maybe the sizzle from the chicken. Do I still got the volume up on that? I don't think so. I think we missed that opportunity. At this point here, I'm just going to check one of the bigger pieces just to make sure we're on track with temperature. Now, well done for a piece of chicken is 165 degrees. That's what we're looking for. As you can see here, it's 190 degrees, which means we're more than done. So we're good. Let me get all the rest of these out of here. I've also slipped some of the chicken tenders in there, which I seasoned and breaded those the same way I did the wings. They were actually right in the same exact bag with the wings. But yeah, that's what I have going on the side right there. Now, I didn't go crazy with the plating. I just did a little bit of celery. And, of course, that lovely cilantro that Jackie cut up for us. And then we have our barbecue sauce on the side. And before I forget, these are all the ingredients you need to make your barbecue sauce.